Great donuts, everybody. Everyone is happy after
And
lots of
Hybrid,
donuts.
thank you for the compliment.
Yeah,
And yes,
online
we
comments. Sorry, Hybrid
You
says,
gonna post it to him, is it?
no?
We say some.
Hybrid says,
if you have
leave some
someone
donuts
nearby.
for me. Yeah, we have left for you.
We have
Later we'll go
4.
online. Root Van Wong 2 says, Liverpool. Spell correctly lah, come on. It's just too dependent on Gerrard.
And
Gerrard and Torres. Torres. Too dependent.
That is true.
Just like Man U is not dependent on Cristiano Ronaldo, not dependent on Dimitar Berbatov.
Actually, to be fair, they haven't relied on them more than they've relied on Vidic.
It's about the same lah.
It's a team effort to me, basically. The
Then
team's
you
got to
can't
click.
you can't discount Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I think that's it. Alonso has been
He's
Liverpool's
the unsung hero right now.
hero this season, considering they are, well, depending who you want to believe they were going to sell him or whether it was all just a ploy by Benitez to get him to pull up his socks and wake up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's right. Anyway, just now I talk about breaking news, and then we all talked so much, and then we almost forgot about it. Of course, Portsmouth's long-serving manager, who has 15 years in business, 15 games in the business, 15 weeks in the business. Tony Adams, 15 weeks, gone, man. So he's been given a sack by Portsmouth, and Portsmouth are now currently looking for a new manager.
They are on a manhunt, baby.
Ben's very happy because now Arsenal can get that number 2. Yes.
Correct.
Then Pat Rice can retire.
Former
Pat Rice
Arsenal
must stay.
captain, former England captain, Tony Adams, well loved among Arsenal ranks. So Ben, dream come true or?
Well, the thing is whether Wenger will do it. He seems very touchy about getting a number 2. I don't know why, whether it's something with age, because it's well documented that in his first full season, as much as he took all the glory, it was Adams that went up to him and said, look, Vieira and Petit have got to defend us more. They can't leave us exposed. And that was the turning point in the league, where they turned around and won it. And he has benefited a lot from talking to Adams. I don't know whether it's easy to talk to someone when he's in another club, or whether you want him in and sees him as a rival, I don't know. But if he's smart, he brings Adam in, because Adams is not ready to take over him yet, but you can groom him. They will benefit from talking to each other. And really, I'm sure Wenger knows he's not going to be there forever. It would make sense getting someone who knows the Arsenal way, who knows the Wenger way, that can take them the next
That's
step.
a nice one. That should be a song, the Wenger way.
Yeah, then we can quickly lead
That's
to
the way.
our what happened
I
to
like
Arsenal during the weekend. Of course, they face a very old rival, Tottenham Hotspur, in the weekend, and got themselves, of course, as we discussed just now, 10 men down. 10 men down. One man down.
Funny.
One man down in things. Still
Edwin was
Still,
here
they
last week
managed
debating with
to
you about
hold
this.
Spurs to a 0-0 draw, which is credible considering they were down 10 men with an hour to go, almost an hour to go. So, I mean, Arsenal, hot and cold, although they've been unbeaten.
11 games unbeaten.
11 games unbeaten, but no, going hot and cold.
It's a Katy Perry song.
Shoni has a good point. Do you think Spurs will be happier
Okay,
for the 1 point gain or derailing Arsenal for the title chase? Now, if Arsenal title chase was credible, I don't think Spurs derailed it because I don't think the title challenge was there. In the sense that if anything, the West Ham game before, I mean, people say a point against West Ham is good because West Ham on form and really none of the strikers had a shout. We really quiet them, but that's not the point. It went back as far as the game before that. That was when really the West Ham game was the one they really needed to win. And at the end of the day, the points wasn't there, but if you take yourself away from the game, it's amazing performance. And this is the second time they've done it. It happened at Liverpool when a man down.
No, at Emirates against Liverpool.
Sorry, yes. Against Liverpool at the Emirates.
Yeah.
When a man down, at that time was Diaby not performing, but with 9 men, they outplayed Liverpool. Same thing happened. For more than one half, they outplayed Spurs.
So
down.
does this mean that next time you'll just play with 10 men for the whole game?
Looking like that, they should. No, they should tell the ref, we'll just start with 10 men, then we want to bring out our player after that. But it doesn't always work that way. I think it's also the emotions are gone.
That's another 2 points drop, and you're not among the top 4 right now.
I was just
Is it a worry?
You know what encourages
worry
me?
for you?
The grit of the performance confirms what I believe will not be out of the top 4. And it doesn't matter whether you finish 2nd or 4th.
But you will still be in the top.
Yeah,
The grit of the performance tells me we'll be there. And man of the match yesterday, Manuel Almunia, he raised his game. He had a tremendous performance. There was one, he was one-on-one with Modric, and I thought that's it. All the hard work undone because of stopping defense. He made an outstanding save. So I don't think it's... I mean, if Spurs fans are happy that they derail our challenge, that just sums up Spurs fans.
Yeah.
You are 2 points away against 10 men at home, not being able to capitalize on 2 vital points to save you from relegation, and the matches are getting harder and harder for Spurs.
Yep,
So,
and they are not that far away from relegation.
So
You know,
I mean,
when I was reading about this particular match, both sides actually thought they performed well, as in both Wenger and the other guy. They both
well,
thought
I think
really
if you
well.
ask the neutral, there was only one team that performed well. Harry Redknapp has to say that because he's got to keep his job.
Yeah. No, and
They
Wenger
did
actually
dominate
said-
the game.
Speaking of keeping the
terms-
job, there's
Not
one
many.
there's one Brazilian coach manager in London also who's like, well, I tell you, if his job is like so unstable right now. I'm referring to Luis Felipe Scolari.
Gianfranco Zola?
Chelsea,
Are you
Chelsea started
Good
the
friend,
day
good
off
friend.
with third, and suddenly got themselves like 0-0 against Hull City, and now they find themselves dropping down to 4th place. Yep, that's the confirmation was called 4th place now. So Luis Felipe is in trouble. Meanwhile, so you're asking yourself who's third? It's not Arsenal, it's not Chelsea, it's not Liverpool. Who's third? And those seasoned fans will tell you is this team called Aston Villa. Out of nowhere, I mean,
All you Villa fans out there, come on the show,
Yeah,
please.
man, come
This
on.
is
come
your
on, we
time.
welcome you.
We
It's
wanna
your time,
see
man.
you.
Villa.
It is your time,
Villa
man.
fans,
You're,
this is
you're
your
coming
time.
right now. Okay, so Aston Villa, of course, got themselves a great win at Ewood Park against Blackburn Rovers, 2-0. 2-0. So those 3 points were enough for them to overtake Chelsea. Being neutral fans, neutral Aston Villa, neutral to Aston Villa. Do you think that they are the team of the season?
Them and Everton. You see, they've got everything to play for. They're gonna play United. They're gonna play Liverpool.
They're gonna play Chelsea, I think.
Actually, they play
at
Chelsea.
Villa Park.
Yes, at Villa
So it's the sort of thing if they win all those games and everything else, they are champions. Can you believe that? If you would ask any one of us sitting here at the start of the season when we all first came on the show, are Villa in the shot, we wouldn't have imagined it.
Yeah.
They have slowly and surely been doing what they've done. Martin O'Neill, he is...
Speaking of Martin O'Neill, Bruce, successor to Alex Ferguson.
Perhaps, but
No,
I
he's
think
coming
he
to
needs,
Arsenal.
He needs
Yeah,
more.
Alex
He needs more.
Ferguson.
He needs more time in the top level management. I mean, he had some spotlight when he was managing Celtic, but then again, it was only in the Scottish Premier League. He needs more time to really get into the nitty and gritty
But
business. in
within
Premier
2
League.
years of him with Aston Villa for 2 years only, he's transformed them into a top 3 side, man.
I think
all my
that's-
Villa fans are saying we are not in the top 4, man. We're in the top 3. So
I think that's... I said this about Martin O'Neill when he was... Because I was at Leicester at the time when he first joined Leicester.
Oh.
Some managers are big team managers and they can only manage big teams. Some managers are small team managers and they can only manage small teams. Some managers can manage the in-between teams. Martin O'Neill can manage the whole lot. He's a real good manager. He's done it with small team like
Alright.
Leicester.
And Wycombe Wanderers.
That's
Yep.
it. Not to forget. Yes, good
then
point.
with Celtic,
With Celtic, I mean, yes, it is the Scottish League, but how they broke Rangers' dominance, I think for me that was the crucial thing. Going into the league itself, I mean, everyone else is... you don't discount.
But even though again the challenge at the Scottish Premier League, I don't think is as intense.
I agree with you.
No, but you must understand, Bruce.
Because
he
we got-
went. Yeah,
hang on, we got something from the web.
Apparently, Shawnee has
Apparently,
a very
Shirley
good
has a
comment.
very good comment.
So let's
hey, everybody, can you take a peek as to who will be the next manager to be sacked?
Nice one,
Rafa
Shawnee.
Benitez, not.
sorry.
Next time.
Scissors, paper, stone, anybody?
I'm just going back about Martin O'Neill.
Gareth Southgate.
Maybe.
They'll be silly to sack Southgate. They will. Really.
I'm talking about Martin O'Neill. Now, he went to Celtic, and the problem at Celtic itself, they didn't have the money.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't have the money, and that was the thing. So basically, he went there. He was given a task to do something, and he made the best out of it. He sold some players. He brought in some good players, and it went that way. And I think that was the main thing about Martin O'Neill.
And with that, we have a quick look at the EPL table. Let's start with the bottom 5, man.
Yes, please do it.
Bottom 5. Bottom
waiting.
5. Bottom 5. Middlesbrough. I tell you, that's why I tell you, Gareth Southgate.
They'll be foolish to
really
let
on the
Southgate
line.
go.
And we have a new participant in the bottom 5.
Portsmouth. Oh.
Blackburn.
And just nicely, they sacked their manager. Wow. Very smart thing to do, man.
Once they went into bottom 5,
Stoke
that was it.
City climbed slowly out of the bottom 3 and now dragging Middlesbrough back in. Notice only like 2 points separate the top 5.
Who's
The bottom
in there?
5. Sorry.
Actually, who's up on top of Portsmouth?
Tottenham Hotspur.
And points?
25,
I think
think.
25.
One
There's
point
another
difference.
team also that's 25, right?
There's another.
Yes. But I can't.
Sunderland.
Sunderland could be Sunderland. But anyway, here the top 5. That's all where we are. Look at. Of course, Manchester United with a game in hand, 2 points ahead.
And you're playing it this week, yeah?
No.
Only
You're playing with
No, it's all international games.
After our FA
okay.
Cup.
Yeah.
Liverpool,
After next week.
2 points behind, although with the fewest losses. Aston Villa, whoa, all the way up to 51 points.
There's some gap
You
between
know,
Villa
there's a
and
gap
Chelsea.
between-
I got to say something. I think
Arsenal.
Aston Villa, as I said about Hull, right? They'll be found out, right? I tell you, somewhere in the end of the season,
Yeah,
I think Aston Villa is going to stumble. They have a good
But the
run.
thing
Better.
about Villa,
You know
Arsenal,
why? You know,
they got
you know
no
why?
distractions. They're not in
Yeah,
Europe. They're
you-
out of the cups.
You know why I
No,
say that,
they
Ben?
still got FA Cup.
Okay.
No, you know what? You know why I
Yes,
say that, Ben? Because they have a small squad. They don't have a big squad.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem.
The
So
strength
you
of
get
the
one or
Ashley
two
Young.
main injuries, they're going to have big problems. And I tell you something, don't be surprised. Chelsea and Arsenal are just going to just up there.
Okay,
You know,
man.
I'm
We'll wait.
more worried about Everton than I am about Chelsea. Really.
We will wait for Arsenal and Chelsea to make their move.
Yes.
In the meantime, that's all we have.
Yeah,
for
if
this
you
week.
ever
But
want a
there's still
time
donuts.
extension on this
More
show,
donuts.
give us more comments and ask for a time extension because
Yeah,
we'll
2
be
hours.
here for
No
a time
problem.
extension.
2 hours to talk.
So
Okay.
let us know.
Okay, man.
SMS,
Donuts
SMS.
now, man.
See ya. This is Sara from Race Active. Over and out.